In an old city, the city of Baldur's Gate, where cobbled stone streets wound between towering half-timbered houses and stone castles, there lived a small rat named Pip. Born in the dark nook of a blacksmith shop, Pip grew up listening to tales of lush green fields and forests from the old rats who had ventured beyond the city walls. These stories ignited in him a yearning in him for life outside the stone city. His chance came one foggy dawn when he saw a rustic boat moored in the bustling harbour, swaying gently with the tide. This boat, he believed, was his passage to freedom, to the world he had only dreamt of. With determination, Pip scurried through the narrow alleys, past market stalls and under the hooves of horses towards the harbour. The smell of salt and fish grew stronger as he approached his goal. But fate had a different plan. Just as Pip reached the edge of the dock, a sudden misstep sent him tumbling into the cold, unforgiving waters. Despite his desperate struggle, the heavy waves overpowered his small form. Tragically, Pip drowned within sight of the boat that symbolized the freedom and adventure he had been so longing for. His dreams sinking with him into the depths of that medieval harbour. And here lies Pip. I don't know why I started it like that. I just thought I'd tell a short story, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I saw this picture of this rat in the water and I thought, oh my god, this guy needs a backstory. We need to remember Pip for who he was. We will remember you. The poor little guy. I just saw that and I thought, you evil game, how could you do that? There's no need. He's lying there in the water. Just, oh, it broke my heart. So anyway, we've given him a good send-off. A funeral at sea. Well, what are we doing? Let's get back to the game. Thanks for joining me today, and I'm so sorry for that really dark start, but I don't know why I did it. We're going to meet with Mystra in the Storm Shore Tabernacle. Elminster, as we saw and met in the last episode, thankfully, because Gale is obviously back with us. He knew, Elminster, that we discovered the secret to forging the crown of Karsus and came to deliver a final summons from Mystra. And he seems to trust her as well, right? Gale, not so much, but he's been persuaded. And he will go to her shrine in the Storm Shore Tabernacle, where she will at last grant him an audience. So that's where we're going. The Storm Shore Tabernacle. It's right here by the Basilisk Gates. Let's go! So yeah, I found myself recording very late again. So I'm not sure exactly how this episode's going to go or how long it's going to be. I've had a terrible week. You might have missed or seen that I've missed an episode or two this week. Just simply work and some family chats and stuff that have gone on into the night. And it's just meant I've run out of time every day. So apologies for those who love the daily videos, and I love to play every day. So believe me, it's lost on all of us. Sadly, real life gets in the way sometimes. Oh, look at you. There she is, a statue of Mystra. Now, hang on a minute. We should have brought Gale. Ah, oh, damn it. We should have brought Gale. This is his story.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Isn't he so generous with his work? Look, return this vessel to my camp with us.
Thou art the master, so it shall be.
Oh man, Zenith, you've been so good. I need Gale to come along with us though, because this is his story and he should be there. I'm sure he's got some killer lines.
What's on your mind?
Well, join me.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Okay, thankfully we don't get rid of the hireling. He's still here. Oh god, we've got to level him up. He is way down at level 1. Okay, bear with me. I've got some leveling to do. Right, Gale is leveled up, and I've chosen an array of spells and things for him to play with. And I have no idea if this is going to be any good. Of course, as a wizard, he can learn new spells. These are all the ones I've picked, because some of them I know, some of them I don't, and then we're going to have a little fun with him if I remember that I've got them. So, let's get back to where we were.
MYSTRA'S likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
And here she is.
All
Alright, I think we better get Gale to do the talking here. O statue of Mystra, reveal your mysteries.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Alright, these are good, Alright, I'm going to do a quick save here because I've got no idea what's about to happen. Okay, are you ready for this, Gale? You don't owe her so much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up, that's true. I don't think she's that kind of goddess, but let's say you're ready, Gale.
Am I? You're right.
As you'll ever be.
I am a strong, capable wizard, and this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
God, I hope this is a good idea. I mean, I've given him a couple of weapons and stuff just because, you know, I didn't want to march him off in there without the ability to defend himself. But being a wizard, I don't think he's going to have too much trouble. Do you know what you're going to say to her?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Well, I might have something up my sleeve. Just let me read through my options. You're not taking me with you? Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope. Make her squirm. Tell her the crown will be ours soon enough. I don't think we're going to go down that road. Don't give anything away. Just find out what she has to say. That's a good word of wisdom.
You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Okay, does anyone else just squint their eyes?
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm.
Ooh.
That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Wow, an audience with a goddess. Feeling humbled. But what are we gonna do? Everybody wants more power, and that it's just ultimately distrustful. So, Gale, I think
Never a dull moment.
Toto needs a word.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means?
Nope.
The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me.
Again, I don't like this. Why does everybody want ultimate power? I will control everything. It's just so wrong. We can't do this. It doesn't feel right. I'm not sure about it. I thought the crown a simple artifact, but this Karsite Weave sounds, well, evil. It does. Wielding enough power to destroy a city. I like the sound of that. No. What kind of people do we want to be? Mind you, I suppose those that win in history are just better at being shit than the other people, aren't they? You know? Your country did this, you did that, your people were... Yeah, it's because they were better at it than everyone else around them, and if they didn't do it to others, it would be done back to them. So maybe having ultimate power, or a lot of power, is just survival. Maybe it's just part of our DNA. What are the chances Mistress smites you before you get the chance? Or you really expect me to believe you had no idea about the orb's truth? Well, I don't want to go down the doubtful route. But what if Mistress smites you? She gives you a good smiting before you get the chance to take this.
Slim to none, I hope. Mystra has no right to prevent another ascending to the Pantheon. Only Ao can decide that.
So he wants to be a god?
Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you?
Well, to be fair, I don't know you that well, and we haven't really had much to do with each other in the entire nearly 200 hours of gameplay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you forgetting how you came into possession of the Karsite weave? Your good intentions could have detonated it. Morals be damned. It's an incredible opportunity. You must take it. Or I just simply say, yeah, you're reasonably sound moral judge. A moral judge. See, Shadowheart's scowling. I don't know what to do. I don't care that much about Gale as a character, and I know some of you probably do a great deal. So I'm gonna play a little with this. It's an opportunity. Go for it.
Gods! It's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, let's check the journal for updates. The Wizard of Waterdeep. Gale met with Mystra in the Outer Plane. She told him of the true nature of the orb. That it is the Karsite weave. So this orb itself is this Karsite weave, a half-formed magic created by Karsus when he sought to become the god of magic. So this guy Karsus wanted to become a god. He messed it up and created this Karsite weave thing. Sure. So Mystra asked that Gale seize the crown, takes the crown and return it to her, in exchange for which she'll rid him of the orb. Claim the crown for himself, though, and the Karsite weave would answer to him. So, we've got to get this crown, regardless, but I don't even know where I'm supposed to go to get it done. Oh boy, I think we can't really take this one on any further until we end the game, basically, until we deal. I was going to say deal with the devil, that's a completely different mission. Until we deal with the Elder Brain. So the only thing I've left to do is try to figure out what to do with the Orphic Hammer, the House of Hope. We learned of a ritual in the Devil's Fee that can open a portal to the House of Hope. We should head there to retrieve the Orphic Hammer. And, of course, Kithrak Voss suggested we find a way to infiltrate Raphael's House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. He'll be waiting for us in the sewers. But we have to try to get back to Raphael. Raphael is up here with the deal with the devil. We refused Raphael's deal, but the devil said he'd still be there if we reconsider. The offer remains open. But I don't understand what I've got to do next. There's free Orpheus, deal with the devil, help Kithrak Voss. They're all related. Githyanki Warrior, Kithrak Voss. It's all interlinked, and I don't know which of these I'm supposed to be doing. Or we find a way to get into Raphael's House of Hope. Now I think I am finally approaching where I need to be. The Diabolist Helsik. Because it's related to this quest. I'm not certain, but if we look at the journal, we learned that a diabolist called Helsik helped Gortash open a portal to the Hells. We should track her down in the lower city. She might be able to help us. Now, it's all kind of interlinked. If we've got to get to the House of Hope, we need to go through this. I think this is the way. I've had to do some Googling, and I think this is the way forward. And I hate to do that because I like to explore, but now we've finally found this Devil's Fee, and there is the mysterious Helsik with the lovely gold mask above her shop.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity.
Oh, very good.
So merry be, and shop with glee.
I hope there will be no fee. Did you help Gortash retrieve some hellish curios by any chance?
You must be awfully familiar with our esteemed Archduke to know about a thing like that.
Well, I quite like her already. I happened upon some of his correspondence that mentioned you dealing with him. Yeah, true. We are old colleagues. We were lovers. It was all very steamy. You see, I loved him so much. I'm wearing his clothes right now. Look, I know you had dealings.
Truly? That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer.
Okay. Toss a coin to the Witcher. Oh no, that's the Diabolist. Here's 100 gold. How about 1,000? Persuasion is customary for any salesperson to offer a free sample. Oh, I like this. I have a strong chance of winning this as well. Hold up. Don't worry. We got him.
The first hit's free, eh? Oh, fine. I'll humor you, mortal. Just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I can reveal to you that I opened a portal for Lord Gortash.
A portal? And where in the hells did the portal go? Raphael told me the crown of Carsus was stolen from Mephistopheles. Were you involved with that? Why are we asking that one? I want to know where the portal went. What business did Gortash have in the hells? Okay, I'm going to ask her about this, though. Raphael told me the crown of Carsus was stolen. I'm going to have to quick save here, because I'm so nervous of picking the wrong thing. I've probably already gone down the wrong road. But we'll have to try. Were you involved in this theft?
Raphael. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have a terrible memory for names. The only thing that jogs it is coin.
I gotta say, I like her. Pay a gold, 1 gold. That's cheeky.
Oh, come now. Don't be miserly.
1 gold, 100. So hang on, she's gonna not stop until I give her 1,000, is she? Just take it. I don't need it. I'm minted.
My, what deep pockets you have. Yes, you are quite correct. The Crown of Carsus left the vault, and an opportunity opened for a devil named Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Perhaps it's time we paid Raphael a visit.
Do we really want to go back to that guy? Can you help me break into it? Oh yeah, now that's what we kind of want. Because one of the others is to help Kethric Voss, the Githyanki guy. We haven't spoken to him for a long time, but he needed us to break in there, if I remember rightly. Well, that was interesting, but I'd just like to see your wares. No, can you help us break in?
What a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it.
Look at the hat on her
Of course,
desk.
such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
I love this
Such
hat.
a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. Come on, we got to live a little. We can get a little fit. Look, I love this hat, though. Beautiful. It's got a dead snake skeleton wrapped around it. That's absolutely brilliant. And a couple of feathers just for fun. Oh, now the Emperor doesn't want me to do this. Therefore, I will. I know we're supposed to be on the same side, but I'm beginning to have my doubts about the Emperor. I can persuade her or intimidate her. You'll halve that price or I'll halve you. 20,000, only going down to 10. Waive the fee and I'll add one of Raphael's artifacts to your collection. All that could be... I don't know how much money I've got, but that could be worth it. It's a 20 roll. Oh, God. Oh, we're in.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal?
Gauntlets of hill giant strength. Is that what she wants? A pair of gloves? I think we can do that. It's a deal.
Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone!
Well, there's something about Helsik I like a lot. And, well, we got 4 new items. Let's have a little look in the inventory to see what they are, but they're going to be everything we need for this ritual. Oh, I've just gone around the back. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Opening a hell gate. To open the portal, you must place the ritual items in their proper places. A skull on the star point, a coin of mammon on the next point to the right. Skip a point. Place a diamond on the next. Okay, this is gonna. We're gonna find those items first. What's in this ritual pouch? Oh, a skull, incense, diamond, infernal marble, and the coin of mammon. So she's given us all the things we need. And the grimoire bound in imp skin. Layer, Avernus, blood circle configuration. Place that which has no eyes but use to see at the western point of the circle. 2 spaces lie opposite that point. Upon the left. Place what is cut but cannot bleed. To the left, that which smells but cannot sniff. Beside the dead remains the aspect of the Avarist. Lord sits clockwise so, then the circle center shall receive the internal marvel of infernal marble. Finally, and I mean no disrespect, go to hell. Legal notice, the owner of this grimoire asserts that it is for scholarly and recreational purposes only. As a mere dealer in antiques, I believe in the very existence of infernal transplanar travel. Helsik. Got it. So this is the long version of the notes that she gave us. Got it. Well, we are... Ooh. We are bust. No, we are ready to go. I'm sorry to do this to you. I've got to end recording now. And but at least we have... we got a target. I think we've got... Oh, look at this. We've got a portrait of a noble. Is that Raphael? It doesn't quite look like him.
Looking at the painting makes you dizzy. You feel a dull pressure behind your eyes.
But he reminds me of him. Guys, I will see you in the next part. I think it's about to get very interesting. All the best. Take care. And good night.